All right, Yahoo Finance fave returning to our interview seat at Dreamforce. That is will.i.am, futurist, entertainer, and really all-around cool guy. Will, good to see you as always. I appreciate it.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
I've been trying to figure out over the past 2 days how big this AI revolution is going to be. How big is it going to be for companies and human beings? An AI revolution, it wasn't even a term I knew till 2 days ago. Mark Benioff, your friend, gave me that term. I mean, how big? What should companies and people be waiting for here?
I say this is a new renaissance. Like, go to your history books and see what the Renaissance was back then. And imagine what the Renaissance is going to be now. And if you're an ideator, if you're a dreamer, if you're a creative, right now is that Leonardo da Vinci era for hyper creatives to create the industries of tomorrow. If you're a leader of a company, how do you transform your internal operations to proliferate and supercharge in the age of AI?
I remember you talked to us about almost 2 years ago, I think, about AI. I mean, it wasn't even on anybody's radar. So you have a knack, I think, for seeing many years out. When you talk to CEOs, are they planning effectively for biases data might be creating, for potential job loss? Do they get what's coming at them?
The biases, that's the reason why my foundation focuses on computer science and robotics in the inner city, because the only true way to solve biases is to have folks in there training the data and writing the algorithms. If you want to have, a more balanced approach to, AI and machine learning, the people that come from these communities, equality and inclusion means include folks from these communities in the baking and the training of these systems.
I've been wanting to ask you this, and I think now is probably a good time. I mean, do you think these large language models, LLMs, because of the data we're feeding them, do they put out certain answers and certain news that change the fabric of this country and the values that we stand for? Or do they make them better?
Yeah, that's a very broad question. It depends on the intent of the model. Right, you could have, golden data sets that will give you a pure, awesome system that is, that's more just, that spits out truth, that golden data set. Or you could have like a data set, a golden data set, or a data set that's not a golden data set that's going to be harmful to society. The underlining thing that we need to be cautious of is what are the regulations that's needed that doesn't stifle innovation. But, like the car industry, there are regulations it put in place. You can't drive a car under a certain age. You have to have a written test and a driver's test to get your license, right? We haven't done the basics.
It doesn't seem like we've done anything.
No, when it comes to vetting the folks that are building these platforms to see if they have any ill intent on society as a whole. Like, that doesn't stifle innovation if you're just making sure somebody's sound, making sure that somebody has, good intentions, some type of, policing to ensure that the folks that are deploying these systems are not doing it to, cause havoc. 2024 is going to be a pretty unique time because we will have so many different types of duping agents out there where you're not going to decipher truth. We're barely dealing with, fake news.
That's why we always love talking to you. will.i.am,
Thank you.
Thank you for always giving Yahoo Finance some time. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of Dreamforce.
Thank you.